Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and as you may know, Speck has recently relaunched its CandyShell line of cases, and you may be wondering how these compare to the Presidio line. Well, Speck was kind enough to send me out both a CandyShell Grip and a Presidio Grip, so let's check these guys out on my iPhone 10 in Space Gray and see how they compare. So, CandyShell Grip on the right, Presidio Grip on the left. So looking at the two of them, if you hold them up side by side, you can see that the Presidio Grip is just ever so slightly taller and thicker than the CandyShell Grip. You do definitely have a very slight size difference here, although honestly, I think you really have to hold them up to one another in order to see it. It is not obvious. So that is one definite difference between the two. Looking at the patterns of the rubber on the back, definitely have a difference there. We have much more of a curved appearance on the Presidio Grip as opposed to the CandyShell Grip, where everything is much straighter, and there is a greater density of rubber on the Presidio Grip as opposed to the CandyShell Grip. So does that mean that the Presidio Grip is grippier? Well, actually not, I don't think, because the fact that you have a glossy back on the CandyShell Grip actually adds more grip as opposed to the matte back that you have on the Presidio Grip. So overall, I would say that the winner in grip is still going to be the CandyShell Grip, slightly over the Presidio Grip. So in terms of protection offered, so the CandyShell Grip is going to give you basically military drop test standard protection. They don't claim anything more. They just say it meets or exceeds the level of mil-spec protection, and that is for a 4-foot drop. The Presidio Grip has a much higher level of claimed protection. They say that this is going to protect you in a 10-foot drop. And the real difference when you look at the interior of the cases is that your Presidio Grip has this stuff called Impactium that is running around the interior of the case. This is what they credit their 10 feet of drop protection to. However, when you look at the CandyShell Grip, you'll see that it's just plain around the edges. So I don't know what it is about magical Impactium that's going to give you that much more drop protection. Given that these cases are really, really close in size, the Impactium must do something because, well, 10 feet versus 4 feet is a really significant difference. So looking at the fit on the phone, let's put the CandyShell Grip here on my iPhone 10. Fits exactly as you would expect, goes on tightly but nicely. Once on, you can see we have a nice tight fit on the sides, a little bit more give over your volume up and down buttons because we don't have any polycarbonate here, just a bit of rubber that is over the volume buttons. That is very common. And then here at the top, nice tight fit, and at the bottom, we have just a tiny bit of give here over the lightning port, but that is it. So we have a nice amount of lip here protecting your delicate screen, no issues there. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here right now. This is the Belkin Invisiglass. It was installed by the Apple Store. Looks very nice here with this case. This is probably going to work with lots of case-compatible screen protectors. I would expect most case-compatible screen protectors to work with this. So looking down here at our port openings, we've got a nicely generous lightning port opening. No issues there. This case does support wireless charging. No problems. Going around to the sides, we've got a whole bunch of nice grippy rubber here, except for this bald spot here in the middle where we don't have any. And this is often where I pick up my phone, so this has always been a little bit of a pet peeve for me with the CandyShell Grip. I wish they had lines there as well, but oh well. Overall, it's still a very, very grippy case. Buttons are very nice and clicky, absolutely no issues there. We got easy access to the mute switch. Nothing going on at the top of the case, and then going around to the side button is a pleasure to press. Lots of grip along here except for a little bald spot there. Going to the back of the case, everything looks good. So we've got this glossy polycarbonate and then the rubberized grips. So the deal with the glossy polycarbonate on the CandyShell cases is that it scratches very, very easily. This is just a characteristic of the material. However, the nice thing about the CandyShell Grip cases is that when you lay it flat, it lays on the grip. It doesn't lie directly on this polycarbonate. So typically the grip cases tend to scratch a whole lot less than your standard CandyShell, which is great. And this polycarbonate material, because it's kind of a glossy polycarbonate, it tends to actually give you more grip than the matte surface of the Presidio Grip. So there is that. So overall, I think that this is a grippier case than the Presidio Grip. The other difference here you notice on the back, besides the fact that we've got all of these straight lines versus the curved lines of rubber that you find on the Presidio grip is that the Speck logo is much more noticeable. It's right here in the middle as opposed to a more discreet logo up in the corner, which is what you have with the Presidio grip. As far as protection for a protruding camera, everything is well protected, no issues there. And as I mentioned before, this does support wireless charging. Removing this from your phone is no issue. Basically just start prying off in two adjacent corners, and then the rest of the thing is going to slide off with no problems. Moving over to the Presidio grip, sliding in the phone the same way as before. Looking at the fit of the Presidio grip, everything is really great here on the sides, nice and tight at the top as well as on the bottom. We do have the same weak areas as with the CandyShell grip. This area over the volume up and down buttons, and the same thing over the lightning port opening. Overall, we've got a nice amount of lip here, very protective for your iPhone's screen. Fits well with the tempered glass screen protector that I have installed. So looking down here at our port openings, nicely generous, no issue here with most third-party lightning cables, and of course wireless charging works great. Going around to the sides, got those nice grippy lines here. However, we do have the same bald spot here in the middle that we have with the CandyShell grip, and volume up and down are a pleasure to press, no issues with the mute switch. Going over here to our side button, again, just a pleasure to press. Everything works really well with this case. Going to the back, so here we have a matte polycarbonate as opposed to a glossy polycarbonate. So the upside here is that this is much less likely to scratch. However, it is a little bit less grippy than the glossy polycarbonate that you have with your CandyShell grip. I have to say, overall, I prefer the look of the Presidio grip. I think that this kind of monochromatic look that they have here is very nice, and I do like the look here that we have with the more curving lines of the rubber on the back. I also like the fact that we have a little bit more discreet logo up here in the corner, but I think both cases are cute. Not surprisingly, we have plenty of protection here for our protruding camera. Absolutely no problem there. So very nice case, everything fits well, looks good, and you do get that 10 feet of drop protection with your Presidio grip. So what other aspects should you consider when deciding between the CandyShell grip and the Presidio grip? Well, warranty is a really important thing here. The CandyShell grip has a very respectable 1-year warranty, whereas the Presidio grip has a limited lifetime warranty. So that is a really big difference. That combined with the difference in drop protection, with 4-foot drop protection for CandyShell grip and 10-foot drop protection for Presidio grip, really makes the Presidio grip a better deal in my opinion, even though it costs $10 more. Now, that much said, maybe you just really like the look of the CandyShell grip, and you perhaps liked the fact that it's a very tiny amount smaller than the Presidio grip. If that's the case, then hey, go CandyShell grip. It's a very nice case. No issues there. But the Presidio grip overall, I think, is the better value for most people. Again, we've been looking at the Speck Presidio Grip and Speck CandyShell Grip for iPhone 10. Both of these cases come in a multitude of colors. The CandyShell Grip comes in 10 colors. Presidio Grip comes in 11. CandyShell Grip has an MSRP of $29.99. Presidio Grip, $39.99. Many thanks to the kind folks at Speck for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these products, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please hit that subscribe button because I have lots more great case reviews for iPhone 10 yet to come. Again, this is Kristen with the CandyShell Grip and Presidio Grip for iPhone 10. Have a fantastic day.